Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to JTV Extra. I'm Sandra Younger, and on this show, everything is all about stringing material. And in today's lesson, we're going to be doing a double row, it's like a half-hitch bracelet. It's really cool, really simple. And I'm going to explain a couple of ways that you can do this. But before we go on with the show, one of our, community members, Rhonda, she is going in for surgery, and we would like to send out, at least I, and I hope that we could all send out some prayers and love her way, because it's a very serious situation that she's in. And, I told her that we will send her love and prayers and a speedy recovery. So Rhonda, our prayers are with you, and I hope that everything goes well. I'm really concerned. It just, when I got your email, I was just really upset about it. So anyway, today's show is going to be really interesting, because this bracelet, it's I guess it could be worn by either men or women, because the beads are very neutral. And I'm going to talk about different stringing materials that I used and a couple of different ways that I approach this. And also, there are, let me see my cheat sheet here. There are 49 days until Christmas. So if you are gifting, making jewelry for gifts, you have 49 days left. Anyway, we're going to talk about the products on today's show, and then we will get to the customer show, and then to our project. So here are the products on today's show. Okay, so the first item is the Knotty-Do-It-All, which is a cord knotting and design tool that I invented. And I tell you guys, this thing is fantastic. I'll talk about the big board first, and then I'll talk about the travel size or little board. This tool is fantastic. Okay, it comes with a hardware kit that it's like having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 hands. I don't know how to explain it. It's it gets the job done. It's just you have to experience it to understand it, because those of you that have one, it's just the best. And see, one of the nice things, here you can get your hands underneath your work. It keeps tension, and it's measuring while you're working. So let's say, for example, let me zoom in, let me scoot this over. And one thing that I've just recently started doing is just working right off the spool. So I attached the clasp using the beautiful moose knot, which I think is one of the best, most beautiful knots for attaching, clasps and findings to necklaces and bracelets. So let's put this in here and see how it's keeping the measurement for me. And check this out, so easy. Just you just keep your leather on the spool and just slide your bead over and do your knotting. Check that out. And see that? Then just do the next one over. And did you guys know that? I don't think I've ever given this tip before, but it just makes it so that way you don't have to measure your cord. So it just makes it easier. You just grab your beads and go. And there are so many lessons that I teach. Oh, this one's interesting. Let me talk about this one. This is the believe it or not, half-hitch. You just change up the cord, your beads, because half-hitches are usually done with large hole beads and leather, but you can also use smaller beads. And I explain what cords to use, how to do the technique, and most of all, how to finish the ends. This one here, it has my one of my favorite. Let me get this off. Okay, see this button closure? You put a coil knot, and look at this, you can open it. So all these little things I teach. So what's really nice about having this option when making jewelry, because any kind of bracelet or necklace made with cord, usually the first thing to wear out is where the closure is, but this is so easily replaceable. So if anything happens to it, it gets worn out, you could just put a new one on there, and it takes less than 5 minutes. And so the big board, it's got some really cool features. It's got the wells so that you can put your findings. It's got a groove here so that if you have a pattern that you're working on, you could lay it out. Very handy bead and ring size chart. So if you're just not sure what size the ring is, you can just pop it on there. And let's see what this is. This is a 10 millimeter. There we go. And plus it's also for bead sizes. You could just look at it and get an idea of what a 2 millimeter or even a 6 millimeter bead looks like. Because honestly, sometimes I forget. I don't know why, but you think that as long as you've been doing this, you'd remember. But for some reason, I don't. And the neat thing is the hardware. You can reconfigure it in so many different ways. I mean, like for example, if you are wanting to make like a tassel, you just pick your tassel length. Let me get another one here, and it's really easy to make tassels with this tool, because all you do is see the posts are spaced apart, and you just wrap your cord around the posts, and then you do your finishing knots. And the multi-strand has so many uses. It's crazy. And I show you how to attach, not just like clasps and rings at the end, but on this one, what I did was I put the rings on the end of this. Originally it was going to be a bracelet, but it came out a little too long, and I thought, you know what, I can turn it into a necklace quite easily. And I attached a chain, and it came out really, really nice. And I think you could actually like wear it as a bracelet too, just like wrap it around a few times. And that's one thing that I like about a lot of the jewelry that I make, is that I like things that are convertible. I like bracelets that can be worn as necklaces, and vice versa. And the smaller board, it has a lot of the same features, and this is perfect if you're like traveling, or you just you're working in a smaller space, which I do quite often, because I've got like different places in my house that I work, and sometimes the smaller board is better for what I'm doing. Each of them come with an instructional DVD and an ebook, and everything, guys, is available online. All the videos are, there are actually more videos online than I could possibly put on a DVD. So the DVD does have like the very basics, but if you go, you will receive a password. You can go to Knotty Lessons on my website and download. I mean, you could watch them online, so they're there. Or you have the option to download, but you do need the password to get in to Knotty Lessons, so that way you can like download the videos if you choose to do so. So that is this is a fantastic tool. It makes a phenomenal gift. So if you have a jewelry maker on your list, this would be like a great tool. And like on Thursdays we do the live stream, so there's always I always try to like have something new for you guys. So it's this is like fantastic. It's just like I cannot live without mine. And let's see what we have next. Let's see what we have next. Okay, these are the stainless steel or diamond cut round large hole spacer beads in 2 sizes. And I used let me just like show these up close, because I think you guys have seen them, but I'll show them again. I used them for the projects that I made to demo, and this is what they look like. And I use the smaller size for these bracelets, but they do have like that diamond cut. And one nice thing about them is that it can be worn either by men or women. So that is one thing that I do like about those beads, is that they're just like neutral. And plus they're heavy. They've got a nice big hole. I really like these like beads, and they're stainless steel, so they're not going to tarnish. I mean, sterling silver is nice, don't get me wrong, but I mean the tarnishing I can like do without, but these will not tarnish. And then we have the gold. This is 18 karat gold over stainless steel. And these, you know what, maybe I'll use these on today's project. I haven't like quite decided, but this is the these are like the gold ones. So if gold's your thing, then grab the gold ones. But they are I think they're pretty. I like them, and I think I'm going to use them with like a green or something. Okay, this is the matte black and gold quartzite 8 millimeter round large hole. Guys, it's on clearance for $19.99. And these I did not get a chance to use them, but I know that I've used them in the past, and they would look really pretty with like a bracelet like this. Maybe I should make one. That would look really cool. But this is that's what these are. And they're only $19.99, and I think they're very limited in stock too. Let me see. Yeah, so if you want them, you better grab them because they will be gone. And let's see, this is a clearance price of $19.99. So they're the regular price is $29.99. And let's see. Oh, and then we've got the black rutilated quartz. This is the 8mm round, a large. Okay, these I did use them in a bracelet. Let me show you. They're really cool. They got the large hole, and this one I used it like a chunkier cord, but I really like the way it came out. It just like really check it out. Ta-ta! You know, I was thinking it would also look good with a red cord. I don't know. I need to experiment with these, but I really like the way it looks. It has I don't know, just a very soothing, peaceful like color. I really like beads that are like on the lighter shade like this. I don't know, for some reason, I don't know what it is. It's just like, they just make me feel like I'm by the like water or something. I don't know why. Who knows? But I really, really like them. And then the last item, this is knot tying stainless steel, nylon coated. I did not knot with these because I had these little bitty teeny weeny beads, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna make a bracelet. And it doesn't say, unless I missed it, what size. Usually it says, oh, there's 21 strand. That's pretty good. God, how do they get 21 strands in there? Man, that must be unbelievably like tiny strands. So it says it's a test strength of 10 pounds. Okay, so it doesn't say, but I did a little research and I found out that it uses the 2x2 crimp bead, and that's what I used to make this cute bracelet, and they fit perfect. So, but I put the crimp cover so you can't. Maybe I've got something here with a crimp on it. Let me see. No, you know oh yeah, I do. Haha. Because I was trying to do like knots on this, but I just decided to go with the straight one. But see, that's got the 2x2 crimp. So that is what it takes, and it's like super, super solid. And this is this cord is like great for the really, like, if you have beads that are, the holes are so tiny, then this is like perfect beading wire. And I'm not sure, I think I might have a tutorial on my website on how to like crimp the beading wire, because I am very, I'm like a surgeon. I'm slow and very meticulous and very specific when I put my crimps on, because they can be very fidgety, but the board does really, really help stabilize everything when I'm working. I mean, when I make something with beading wire, I feel like 99.9% sure that I did it right. I'll have to look, but this beading wire is, and it's really nice, and plus you get all these colors. I mean, like 5 different colors. Let's see, silver, quartz, onyx, antique brass, and copper. And let's see, they are $44.99. This is a power buy. So you can do stretch pay for $7.49, six payments of $7.49. Okay, so $44.99 for 5 spools. So not bad. And anyway, I think that's everything. I think we covered the beads. Yes. So these are all the products on today's show. I was looking at the comments and I saw these X's and I thought someone was being like canceled, but that's pretty. It makes the feed a little more colorful. While that was playing, I was like doing something here, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm just going to go off my script for a bit because I think it's really important. Because I think, if I'm trying to tell you how, you could use the board to crimp beading wire, I'm just going to give you like an example. And usually, I use something like that's like, I don't recommend because it's so like ridiculously sharp, but I usually have a very sharp, let me see if I can find it, like thing like this, and there's no way I'm going to tell you guys, hey, put this on your board because you're going to like impale your cat or something. So just nix that. But I came up with this. I was just like so stoked, guys. This is about a 2 millimeter like drill bit, and the thing is, you can get it anywhere. I do not have a caliper handy, but if you open up the clip, you could just put this like in there. It just fits into that jaw, and see, basically what it gives you is this smaller sized loop. And one of the things when I wish I could like put this sideways, but I can't. But one of the things that it drives me like nuts, and I know that those of you that probably that do any kind of like crimp your wire is getting the same size loop on each side, because for some reason I have to have it just right. And another thing, the reason I use this because it really helps stabilize the wire while I'm crimping. And many of you may already know this because I know I've covered it, and I try to look for my clear little tube so I could show you, but it's an illusion. When you feed the wire through and then come back, it will crisscross. You need to be absolutely sure that the wire does not crisscross, because it needs to be going like parallel, so that when you crimp it, your wire ends up in in the little side tubes that you create. Really important. So I'm just gonna like show that really quickly because I was so excited. And that's one of the benefits of this tool, is that it really helps stabilize. And the size of crimping. Let me see if I could back this up a little bit. Let me get this. Okay, you can't see it, but see, I've got that drill bit in there. It's like, so it's basically making like a thinner peg. And let me, so I'm taking the 2x2 crimp bead, and I'm going to feed this in. I really want you guys to see this. So when you feed it through, just really keep your eye on it and make absolutely sure that it does not, let me see, like crisscross on itself. So what I do is I hold it at an angle, and I really like keep my eye on it. You see that? So, and then I'm going to put it on the this little handy drill bit, and then I'm gonna like pull it. But you can don't forget to add your like clasp or your ring, or if you're putting like those bead, I mean the wire savers. And then what I do, I'm trying to go short here because I'm trying to conserve wire. But see how I have it like let's zoom in. Hang on, I have it like apart. It's in that way, so when I come in and I crimp, I just come in here, hold it, and then I just squeeze. And see that? What it does is it puts the crimping wire inside the tubes right where it needs to be. And at this point, this is where you will want to like cut as close as you can, because nothing's worse. Have you ever like cut the wire and it's got that little nub, and then you're trying to get the bead on, and the nub is blocking the bead? That for me is like the worst. And then but the next thing you need to do is just like fold that crimp. So what I do is I come and take my my crimp, and then I squeeze it. And then I do, whatever, and then I put, look at that, it's perfect. And this is going to be extra strong. Anyway, so I did go off my little script here only because I just happened to figure out something really cool while I was waiting. We have a fantastic customer show, and stick around to the very end of that one because Anne sent in like a video. So we have some really cool things of Anne's to look at. So here is the customer show. Okay, so first we have Laura Lee. Oh my goodness. I can't tell if those are silver beads in between the gray beads or knots, but I'm gonna guess that they're knots. Oh my God, that's so pretty. I love it. Oh my goodness. And let's see, next we have Anne Arizona. Okay guys, I had to like do this because Anne made these really cool things and I couldn't fit her name in the picture, but check these out. These are so cute. You could like put them on your purse. Oh, they're so cute. This is like incredible. I'm astounded. These are just absolutely adorable. Like clip them on your jeans, your purse. They'd even make really cute Christmas ornaments, Oh my goodness. Let's see, we got the hearts, the owl, and wow, I am astounded. And further down at the very end of the show, we have like a video from Anne from one of her shows. Guys, you're not going to believe how like amazing, what an artist, incredible. And then next we have Sarah, North Carolina. Oh, look how cute that is with the little shoes and purse. This is the, I forgot what technique this is, Sarah. I forgot, but you always mention it. But it looks really, really cool. And these beads, I think they were the large hole beads that were on the show a couple of shows ago. And it looks kind of like, it's not the snake knot. I know it's something else, but it looks really pretty. Oh, I love that button. Ooh, that's like a rectangular button. That looks really nice. Very pretty. And then next we have Nana, Scotland. Okay, this says macrame waxed jewelry cord with Picasso beads. I love Picasso beads. In case you guys are not familiar with Picasso beads, they are just absolutely, oh my God, I have a weakness for Picasso beads. And I just love like it's this like a grayish blue. And then it's got the, oh, look at the little flowers. Oh, very, very nice. Ooh, and I like the tassel-y end there. Nice touch. And then next we have Christy, Alaska. Okay, I don't know like how on earth you made that star, but that is so cool. And it's got the little tassel on the bottom. Oh, real colorful. We have a close-up here of the star. Check that out. That is so cool, Christy. Like, how did you do that? I have never done anything like that, but that is like really, really interesting and cute little Christmas ornament. I like the bead on top. Let me back up a bit. I mean, just everything about it's so cute. I like the color combination on the bottom. Oh, so pretty. Really cool. Hands down, like my favorite Christmas ornament ever. Really cool. And then next we have Laura Lee, Florida. Oh, this is a really pretty bracelet, guys. I've got a close-up of this. And let's take a look here. So is this on beading wire? I don't know, but that cross in the middle, so pretty. I love it. And how did you finish the end, Laura Lee? I was really curious because every time I look at like jewelry, I always like to see how it's put together, what the ending is like, and I can't tell, but it looks really cool. I love it. Nana, Scotland, handmade polymer clay mosaic pendant on macrame necklace with sliding closure. Okay, the next slide, guys, is a close-up of that pendant, and I have no idea like how this was done. Check this out. Boom. What on earth? Oh my goodness. That must have taken a very long time. I can't even like imagine how this was done, but if you look at it, it looks like layers and layers of polymer clay. I can't even imagine. Okay, making one of the round parts and then layering another one and then another one and then putting the beads and then layering around that. That is outrageous. That is so cool. Thank you for sharing this. Nana is like, wow. And then next we have Laura Lee, Florida. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. The little pearls with a real simple ring. And it looks so good on the model. You know, sometimes this real simple, it's just, it speaks volumes. Sometimes I think that like less is more. And this looks so like eye-catching and dainty. And plus, I really do like pendants that are round like that. Every time I see one, I'm just like, it just hypnotizes me. So I just like gravitate towards those. Very pretty. And then next we have Sarah, North Carolina. Ooh, let's see what we have. Oh, I recognize those beads. Those are JTV beads. I like your pendant. Ooh, very nice moose knot. I notice those rings on the top of the moose knot. Nice touch. And those beads on the end. Oh, are these JTV beads? I think they are. I think they're those triangular ones. And see, and you did it right. You transitioned from the leather to a faux leather, so that way you don't abrade the leather. So very good workmanship. I like it. A+. And then, oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I love this bracelet. Okay, the next slide is a close-up. and it is so pretty. Check it out. Laura Lee, Florida. Oh, you know, when I first saw this up close, I thought that the oval beads had like a flat side, but I don't think they do. It's just the way it's constructed that makes it look that way. This is so pretty. Let me back up a bit. Let's look at this again. That is just absolutely, I think if I had a bracelet like that, it would be like my favorite bracelet because it's just so pretty, it's colorful, it's just beautiful. And then, okay, so next we have this video. Let me see how I do this. Okay, this is boom, and Arizona. Okay, so let's play this. Okay, so it ends, let's see. Okay, guys, we got an eyeful here. Okay, let me put this on pause. Okay, let's zoom in a bit so we could, oh, look at all these pretty necklaces. Oh my goodness. Oh, and there is more. Whoa, the chain with multi-strands. Oh, those are pretty. Okay, let's stop here. Whoa, is that like that pink one there? Is that like the snake knot? Oh, that must have taken a long time. And really cool, like mala style necklaces. Check these out. Let's keep going. Oh, no, those are like rosaries. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Guys, look at these, the bracelets on the, like the top, like right. They're those woven, I cannot do that. Oh, those are pretty. Oh, and I like the ones on the bottom there. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what we got. Oh, I just love looking at people's stuff. Ooh, like it's right there. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, right. Boom, let's stop there. Oh, look at that first bracelet on the top with the rectangular beads. And it's got the that macrame. You know, it's really cool because that macrame, it's kind of sort of like what I'm going to be doing today, except it's got the little crisscross in there. I like that. And let's, oh my gosh. I see the, I don't know, I guess they call it the zigzag, the snake knot, the macrame with the beads on the outside. Oh my, this is crazy. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's stop right there. Oh, look at that hot pink one. I like that. Macrame. I did some weaving. This is so much fun. Ooh, okay, let's stop here. Ooh, look at that green and gold one on the bottom. Oh. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, that is everything. Thank you so much, Anne, for sending this in. This is so cool. Anyway, guys, that is that concludes our customer show. If you have anything you want to send in, please email it to me at theknotty-do-it-all@gmail.com and send me videos. I mean, this was a lot of fun. This was like really different. All right, so back to me. Wasn't that fantastic? It's so fun looking at other people's stuff. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that's here today. We've got like Tess. We've been talking about you. I mean, people have been poking fun at you, saying that you're like, like stomping grapes. I don't know. It was just like hilarious. Laura Lee. I mean, Sarah, North Carolina. Mary. Thank you all. I see you. Like Kim, Michael. I did see a comment. I think it was by Ella. She said that she has a really hard time. Maybe it's not Ella. Let me Gina maybe. Okay. A really hard time getting crimp covers on. I'm going to show you like how easy it is with the board, only because it's stabilizing, because you need like 10,000 hands. These here, just ignore them because this is some cord I'm going to be using for today's project, but I do want to show you like just how easy it is to crimp, because normally when you're doing it, you're like this. It's just like ugh. But this is like amazing. Check this out. So I'm just gonna clip like the end here, just anywhere, just to like hold it. And what I do is I take a scrap of thread and put it just like this, and I hold it like that. See that? And I kid you not, guys, it doesn't get any easier. You will, like, you just put your crimp bead. See how it's so easy. It's already on there. You move your finger over. Let's get this on right there. See that? I bet you've never seen a crimp cover go on as fast as that. And one thing about crimp covers, I mean, back in the day when I first started, I thought, oh, it's metal. I need to really crank it down. It's metal, but it is so soft. I mean, you barely like squeeze it and that thing will just like close up. So just be real gentle. And what I do is I kind of like keep my eye on it, just a real gentle squeeze. And then I kind of move my plier like around, because it kind of can get like a little bit crooked. So you just kind of squeeze opposite of how it's like going. But you're like, yeah, but you still got that seam in there. These things, I don't know what they're called, but they really help close that gap, because so what I do is I try to keep it like, see how the gap is like up? So I come in with that gap up and then I squeeze it. And then I come back in and just give it a little squeeze. And see that? It's closed. I bet you didn't see that coming. Check it out. It's like perfect. So this this tool really helps stabilize your work. Anyway, we are going to get to today's project. I'm using what is it? Oh my goodness, it fell. I'm going to be using a repeat cord, and since repeat cord, it really like fluffs on the end, and sometimes, when it's fluffed like that, it's really hard to get through like beads. So what I've done is I put some glue. Then the stuff that I used is it's called Maker's Magic, and I like it because it just dries very quickly. And so that's what I used here. I did it last night. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to cut it at an angle, because I didn't want the cord to be fraying while I did my project. So I'm going to take a single edge razor and I'm going to cut at an angle. Boom. And oh, I love this. See that? It just really holds it. And you can use a nail polish, clear nail polish, or like maybe even like super glue, but that's what I chose to use because I just feel that it's less toxic. And I don't have a cheat sheet, but I've got some really horrible notes. I ended up with calculating 82 inches for the 1/6 inch, and it did vary, guys, because I did use a different material. Some of it was thicker, some of it was thinner, so there was like a kind of like a noticeable difference. But I'm going to go for the 82 just to be on the safe side. And another thing, I did two versions. One of them this one. This has faux leather like on the inside of the knots. And this is the version I'm going to do today because it is the quickest and easiest. And if you're looking for a last minute gift or Christmas gift or birthday or whatever, this one is faster. So we're going to be doing this one. On this particular one, I see the core. I mean, this cord is the same as the cord on the outside, but because you can't really put I did get a slide knot on that one. Why didn't I do that? I don't know what oh yeah, because I needed to finish it a different way. So the two options, but I'm going to do this one because it's faster and easier. So I'm going to take my faux leather. Let me see, where did my faux leather go? Did it fall? Okay, here it is. And I'm going to use, let me see here. I'm going to go for, I'm going to go 22 inches because, when I get to the end and I want to like add dangles and stuff, and sometimes if I don't have enough leverage, it's kind of a problem. So maybe 22 plus an extra, just to be on the safe side. And you'll need a button with with large holes. So I'm going to put this through just like that. And I'm going to take my my repeat cord. And the weird thing, okay, I tried like every stringing material. This does not work well with the wax jewelry cord because it was just too sticky. I tried it with Eslon. Eslon was like too slippery. But the repeat cord and the bamboo, and let's see, what other cord that I tried? And I don't know, some Chinese knotting cord that I had laying around. They really like stuck a landing. They like when you made the knot, it didn't go anywhere. So those are my big favorites was like bamboo, Chinese knotting cord, and more bamboo. And what is this? Oh, the repeat cord. And the interesting thing is that the textures are just so different, you know, because the texture of the cord, that's something you got to think about when you're designing a piece, because the texture of the cord does affect the overall look once you're like done. And so I'm gonna come back through here. I'm just gonna feed this through this way. Oops. And that's like, this is important that you have a button with a large hole. I don't know when they'll be back on the rotation, but when they do, grab them because the JTV buttons are really nice. So I'm going to feed both of these like through. And this one's, I think it's pretty easy. Okay. And you know, I don't think I've ever used the little board for a show. Okay. So there you have it. Both. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure they're centered. You know what happened to me? I didn't make sure they were centered, and I was like 3/4 through the bracelet, and I ran out of cord. So make sure that they're both centered. That is like the worst, because then you gotta like, I don't know, either abandon it or something. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna clip this right in here, and I'm going to, I mean, just for now, I'm just going to clip both of these because I'm going to do a macrame binding knot right here because it just seemed to be like quicker. Okay, so let me cut this. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to do the regular like top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, just really nice and tight. Okay, thank you, Sarah, North Carolina. You know, the interesting thing about that tool, I mean, it has one job. One job. You can't use it for anything else, but it does it really, really well. I mean, I cannot live without mine. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and you don't have to get fanatical about this one, because I know that sometimes I say, oh, do the macrame and then macrame over your macrame. And then, you know, I just get like, sometimes it's like kind of go nuts about that. Oof. You know, guys, you want to like have a fan blowing, which I don't. So now we are going to, what I do is, I mean, not too much separation, but just, you know, enough. So I'll put a clip about right there. And then another one, you know, a little bit further down, just to give a little bit of separation on these cords here. And now we have our, ooh, we're going to use the gold beads. Okay, so when you do this, you're always going to like start like, oh my gosh, hang on. Let me zoom up, wrong way. Okay, so you have your cords, and then you just make like a number 4. And then on this side, it's like a P. You just go under and tighten. And for some reason, this is the way I was doing it. And then instead of going like top and bottom, because I noticed that the tension on the, oh, hang on, I'll repeat that because I know I didn't say what I was doing. So when I put them back under, I pop it up. I'll do it again. I think I kind of like went faster than I meant to. Hang on. Okay. And then I put a bead on. You're going to slide a bead on through just like this. And you want to kind of keep track of the beads, the cords, to make sure that the right stays on the right and the left stays on the left, because I did mess up a couple of times and the bracelet got kind of like crooked. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this again. Okay, so I put slide the bead, and then I take, oh my goodness, I'll try to, let me squeeze my finger in here. See, I make like a number 4, and then I bring it under. And it basically, you're doing the same thing on each side, except mirrored. And then you do that on this side. And then just make sure that the tension, just kind of squeeze it in and just see how it's even. So you can look at it and you can say, okay, that looks good. And then you put both of these like down into the middle, just like this. And what it does, it maintains the tension on the cord. And then I just pop it up. Let me turn the board sideways. See that? I just pop it up, and then I tighten this side, pop it up, tighten that side, squeeze it, and then I repeat the process. I hope, let's see. And then we put our next bead on. And the interesting thing about like having like a different color, like on the side cords, is that you could like, you get a really cool like color effect. So here's this one. I'm going to make like a 4 and pop it up. And even if that gets crooked, that is okay. That's ideal, because that means you have it as snug as it can get. But then when you do this side, it kind of like balances it out, and you kind of like pull on both sides, just gently squeeze it down, and it just distributes the tension. And now you put this on the bottom, and then you like pop it up, because that is one problem that I had. I did it the regular, like, do one side, make the half hitch on one side and then the other. And I noticed that it was like really kind of crooked. And then tighten. This one's kind of fun. I really like it. It's very therapeutic because it goes pretty quickly. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. You want to keep track of your left and your right. Okay. Forgot about that. See that? Is this easy? Does this, am I, okay, 19 minutes. Okay, I'm going to keep going until about 10 minutes in. And then the thing is, just you make it as long as you need to, because you can make it like, if you have a smaller wrist, you can go like 5 or 6 inches. And I'll let you know what worked for me. And I have a 6-inch wrist, and I'll count the number of beads. Hang on, guys. Let me do this for you. Okay, I want to use a comparable size, because this is the repeat cord. So let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23. So a 23 fit gave me the perfect size. And let's see. Oh, hang on. You know what? Let me yeah, 23, 24. You just gotta, I mean, you can like just, it's easy to take it off and try it on. That's one nice thing about this board, is that because I'm that type of person. I mean, halfway through, I have to like try it on to see if it looks good. Even though I know it looks good, I just want to like admire my work. because I don't know, because you're like, oh, that's so pretty. Like when I made, what bracelet did I make that I really liked? Oh yeah, this one I made last night, and I really, really liked it. Oh, look at that! And I used the board to. Well, you saw how easily I got those the wires crimped and the tubes, and then the got that crimp bead on. And you know, I have some necklaces where I actually put the a sliding knot on beading wire, but I only do that with the thicker stuff. They make the 49 strand. I'll do that with the 49 strand medium. So because you know, I mean, you can't expect like a really like you can't expect a really thin wire to withhold or withstand the pulling that comes from an adjustable slide nut. So I do use it with the thicker stuff, and it's beautiful. I mean, I love it because that way you can use tiny hold beads or like abrasive beads that you don't want to put on regular stringing material. You could put on the beading wire. And in my opinion, I mean, I've tried them all. I think Soft Flex is the best. I mean, when I'm buying beading wire, I will only buy Soft Flex. Ooh, okay. Wiggle, wiggle, and down. And I thought about, I need to experiment more and come up with like, because a way to combine, because you know how I like to combine like different techniques. Oh, you know what? Oh, I wish, let me see if I have it around here. I don't. I think I purposely like moved it away. But there's a bracelet on my website that I did. Oh, I see it. It's beyond my reach, guys. Thank goodness. I I did it several years ago, but I really went to town, like combining. I'll show it on next week's show. Everything, multi-strand with tubes, knotting, braiding. Oh my goodness. It is, and it's such a pretty bracelet. And because a couple of customers have asked about it, they're like, "What is it's on my website. It says peace on it. It's like a hand stamped." Um, but the only reason I never talked about it is because I could not find it. I don't know what happened, but whenever you guys ask me about anything, the chances are I can never find it. It's so funny because Sarah in North Carolina had asked me about a bracelet. Remember that one, Sarah? It was a multi-strand, like tube bracelet, and I found it 2 years later. And I searched everywhere for that thing. And you know, the reason I couldn't find it is crazy because I had it like wrapped on a spool of wax jewelry cord. And I don't know, but I still have that one, and it is one of my big favorites. So we're going to put this one on. Let's see, how am I doing? 40, I got 2 minutes left. So it's very repetitive, guys. You just keep doing the same thing over. Snuggle, snuggle, and down. Yeah, right. And girl, I looked for that thing for like, I was like stumped. Like, where is that bracelet? And when I found it, I couldn't believe it. All right, so let's get this one tied and get it centered. Okay, and I'm do one more. You guys see where I'm going with this. And my friend was over, and she insisted that I do a red one because she loves red. Let's get this one and flip it. This is a great project. It's very soothing. For some reason, I really like when I come back in here and it's just so even, and you just like, yeah, you know, you nailed it. You got it right. It's perfect. I'm going to come in and tie this one and then this one. Okay, I think I'm going to, maybe I could do a couple more. We got 10 minutes. I think it'd only take me like 2 or 3 minutes to like finish this. And, you know, if you're concerned about, oh, what side is what, you could always get like a white marker and just a dab like one of the ends with a color, or even like melt one of the ends just to like let you know. But just to recap, I did put like glue. This is the why can't I repeat cord? For some reason I could never remember. I want to call it the cord on the little bottle because it's got that cute little like bottle, like, because it's recycled plastic. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, squeeze and down, split, up and over. And when I did it with the bamboo, guys, I just want to let you know, because I know some of you like gotten into the bamboo stuff. It is doubled. And I did things a little bit differently because, yeah, I did have to double the cord to get it that little poofy look. That's really cool. Oh, and another thing about this bracelet. Okay. This is really cool. When you turn it over, okay, see how you can see, like these are like half-hitch knots, which they don't look like it because of the yarn, but when you turn it over, see, it looks completely different. So if you don't like the texture of the, you know, the knots here, you could just flip it over and voila. And then you just, you know, you pop these beads up and isn't that interesting? So, you know, if you're not, so, you know, you've got like options here. So you could either keep the, like the half hitches, or you just turn it over and they're gone. That is so cool. Because I noticed that, especially with this cord. Oh, and it just looks like really cool. Okay, let me get one more on. Okay. You're right. Yeah, right, Shelley. Very interesting. And oh my goodness, I just want to thank every one of you here. And, you know, don't forget, send prayers to like Rhonda, because, you know, we got you, girl. Joan. I see Joan. I see Pat. My timekeeper. Oh, I just love, I don't know why, that when I do this, it just like kind of hypnotizes me. Down, split, up. I think I'm gonna finish. This is gonna be my cat bracelet. But you just make it as long or as short as you want. So, okay. So what I did, let's see if I can remember, because I did this cool thing at the end. Because, so okay, this one's on top. That one's on the bottom. Okay. And then I did like a macrame slide knot thing, just to make it look pretty. See that? Okay, I'll do it again. Because I know. Okay, so when you get to your last bead, see that? Now let me put a piece of paper on the bottom so you could actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to crisscross them over. The right one is going to be on top of this cord here, and then this one here is going to be on the bottom of that. And then I'm going to like macrame like a one like knot. I think I did just one. Let me see. Maybe I did two. Let me see. There's a top. Did I do? Hang on. Let me get my bracelet. I don't. I just want to. Oh yeah, just one. And then what you do is you just bring these together, and then you clip it. And then with like a 0.5 millimeter wax jewelry cord, you're going to make another macrame binding knot. So let me cut this. And you want to do this nice and tight. So let's. So slide the cord up right up. And see how you don't want to, if you scoot it like this and then you hold your cord like that, see I'm holding it kind of like up, it's going to get it right as close as possible to the end there. So there's a top and then a bottom. And this really like, see my fingers? They're like really cranking it down. And I'm just going to do a few more. Oh, and don't forget, guys, if it's your birth month, check to see if you have brilliant cash. I think that's good. I mean, on this one, you don't need to get like crazy fanatical. Yeah, because you can use it towards the purchase of a board if you want a board. Plus, I think returning customers also, I think after a year, you get $30. So check out your account. I'm going to tap that down. And then I'm going to come in, I'm going to cut the blue. Okay, so I did end up, oh no, I take that back. Because I'm making a short version because, you know, it is very like repetitive. And then you just kind of fluff those. And these beads, you got to kind of sort of like, you'll have to like push them up a little bit with your fingers. And then they, boom, there you have it. Or if you want to use, like have the other side, then you kind of like push them up and then they, you know, like they stay. And this would actually be a cool bracelet to do. Like, okay, I'm just gonna like go into a little like thing that you can do. Let's say you want this section here, right in here, you could do a ladder stitch. So you could really like get creative. I mean, I'm totally into like doing all kinds of like different like combining techniques. That's one of my big favorite things to do because it really makes your jewelry stand out. But what I'm going to do now is I am going to put a coil knot on this. And I am sure that most of you are familiar with the coil knot. And I'm going to use, oh, let's see. I'm going to use a 1 millimeter. This was a 1.2, but I'm going to step it down. And, all right, let's get that coil knot on. You guys know the coil knot. Most of you, I think, know the coil knot. So I'm going to take a peg and I'm going to wrap. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can, 5, 4, you know, and then hold it with your finger, push it up and take the peg out and then slide one in one way, one in the other. You know, I did not mention, usually for the coil knot, 6 to 7 inches of cord. And then before you, don't tighten it this way, do it this way. Just kind of squeeze it and like, because you're redistributing the tension and then you tighten it. And then tighten and put a knot on the end. Really important because the next step I have no idea how many times I've messed this one up. Because all it's going to do is let you know which one you need to cut off. I mean, in this case, it would be simple, but if all the cords were the same thickness, when you got to the end here and you accidentally cut off the wrong one, you have completely destroyed your project. And then I'm going to cut this, fluff it out, and then melt it meticulously. And when you do this, remember, don't tap it because you need that little ball right there is what's going to hold it together. And then you do the same. Let's get that completely cooled. I'm going to come in, do this side. Oh my goodness, I am running out of time. That's a little bit too long. Fluff. And then you slide this over, and then you can put you could either put knots on the end. On mine, I put like beads, so you could like add some beads, but that is basically it in a nutshell. Really simple, fun project. And then you slide, oh, this is for the cat bracelet, woohoo. Anyway, my time is up. I hope you enjoyed the show. I really enjoy your comments. Thank you so much for joining. I will be back next Thursday with a new project. And in the meantime, have a happy week, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.